Sometimes we act like a fool, not aware we're trouble made.
Good morning, allotment friends. Welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name is Emma. These are my allotment diaries. I'd love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed, because I just reached over 15,000 subscribers over the weekend, which is just such an incredible achievement. So thank you so much if you have subscribed. You're making my day. I had so many jobs planned for today at the allotment plot, and then I woke up to frost, and I clearly didn't check the weather. Last week in London it was quite mild. It was kind of like 11 degrees nearly every single day, and it was just a bit deceiving because I thought that was it. It was like upward spiral to warmth, but it's not. Unfortunately, it has decided to go frosty and cold again, so we are back to cold conditions, and I'm going to have to slightly change my plans. What I did want to do today is plant out my rhubarb. It says to plant it out between January and May, so I'm assuming it's fine just to plant out now. It says to plant 3 foot deep. Does it say that though? I don't think it does say that. Why did I read that? Why have I thought it's 3 foot deep? That doesn't seem right. 3 centimeters deep. Why did I think it was 3 foot deep? Anyway, it's just one rhubarb plant, crown. I don't know what you call them. I think it's a crown. Is it? I've never done rhubarb before, so I really want to do this today. If I can dig in the soil. The other thing I brought was some radishes to sow. I thought I'd whack those in the polytunnel. The first job that I want to do is out there, so let's go in the cold. Brace yourselves, lads. So that was fun. A lot of you told me that this thing that I found, this sifting thing, is for sifting compost. I think it could be used for like pretty much everything that you guys suggested. So like vegetable washing, onion drying out, all those things I think it could be used for really well. I wanted to try the compost thing, and I think it's worked. I think it's working pretty well. This is basically what we're left with underneath, which I think is pretty good compost. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's give it a shake like this. It's like it's raining compost. Oh, poor Wormy. Oh God. Oh, poor Mr. Worm, who's just been shaken to within an inch of his life. I didn't know you were in there, mate. I'll put you back. Right, so this is the result of that. I don't think this is too bad at all. So it's all sifted quite nicely. I know there's a few little sticks in there, but that's okay. They'll just rot down themselves, I think. But on the whole, I mean, this is really good. I've got loads of worms in there too. Loads of happy worms went through. I think the only thing I really need to work on is how to get the compost at the bottom of the bin out. I didn't really think about that when I created the bin. I just threw it all in and thought, okay, it's all sorted in there. But obviously the bottom like composts down quicker than the top. So I think I need to like cut a little door or a little like cat flap, compost flap I don't know what it's called, but you know what I mean when I say compost flat. So maybe it is a compost flap, I don't know. A flap, basically. I need to cut a flap. How many times can I say flap? Right, we're going to use this compost on the brassica bed, but first we're going to clear the brassicas. I've had enough sprouts, everyone's had enough sprouts. Those random canes in here, so weird. Why are you here? Who put you here? Oh, roots, man. Roots. I mean, I couldn't be more chuffed with that. I'm absolutely blooming made up. I can't believe how well it's worked. I know, you told me the whole time. I didn't listen to you guys. The quality is just insane. I can't believe I've made this. It's even got plastic in, but I don't even care because I just think it's just such good quality. I think my job for the next few weeks is going to be to make more and more of this, and just to go around to all of my beds and just mulch it with this stuff. I mean, just the fact that it's worked so well is just incredible. Honestly, I'm chuffed. I'm just chuffed. Now, I did pull out these sprout things here. I've sort of had enough of sprouts, and these are like the dregs. These are the sprouts no one really wants to eat. You know, they've sort of been eaten by slugs and snails and stuff. They're just past it. They've had enough, right? Now somebody said to me, don't just throw that in the compost because it won't compost down because the stems are too thick. So they said smack it with something, and you know me, I'm all about that. That's great. If I can smack something at the plot, I'm happy. Any job that involves sort of smacking something, you know, easy. So they said to use a mallet. I don't have a mallet. I do have a hammer, so we're going to smack it with a hammer. I feel like that film. What's that Christmas film? National Lampoon. He goes, I'm going to catch it in a net and smack it with a hammer. Oh yeah, any job that involves smacking something with a hammer is just right up my street, really. So I'll just kill it, you know, just die. Die, sprouts, die. It's not really smushing the way I thought it would. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, sprout juice everywhere. There, it's like flimsy now. I always think when I do things like this, like I don't ever see anyone else doing this sort of thing at their allotments. So do you do this sort of thing at your allotment? Because nobody does this. Why is it just me? I can't be the only one smacking sprouts with a hammer, right? Come on. Oh yes, this is fun. Oh, it's a grisly end for the sprouts. You see me there? This will be better, isn't it? Back a bit, back a bit, back a bit. You're balanced on a peanut butter jar that's balanced on top of a hot chocolate jar that's balanced on my rickety shelf, so be careful. Hold your breath, guys, hold your breath. So that was fun. I feel really positive now because I feel like I found a way of getting like free compost, and I feel really excited about it, that it's like worked. So that's excellent news. I think I am going to plant my rhubarb today. It does say February. I might cover it with like a plastic pot to keep it warm, but it does say you can plant it from January, and it does say UK, so it must be okay in the cold, right? Logic, right? I've never actually seen one of these before. No idea what they look like, so I've got to plant it 3 centimetres deep in full sun or partial shade. Right, okay. Easy. I love how it comes in like a little bag of dirt. It's like it's a goldfish, like a goldfish comes in a little bag of water. Comes in a little bag of dirt. Oh god, I have no idea what I'm looking for in the dirt. That's the problem. I think they assume when people buy these things that they know what it is. But like me, I haven't got a clue. Oh my god. What is that? Is that it? It's like a potato. Why is there a potato in here? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Right, let's just get some of the dirt off of it. I don't break it or anything, but I also don't know what it is. Right, this looks like roots. They look like roots. These look like roots coming off the bottom. So do I plant it sideways then? How do people know this stuff? Nobody knows this when they... So I don't like seed packets because it's so confusing. No one understands it. No, it just says make a delicious homemade crumble or pie. It's easy. How is that at all helpful for planting the flipping thing? What is it? Why have you given me a potato? Oh my god, it doesn't even tell you. I'm watching this video of this man trying to plant it, but he's got little things coming off. Alright, so it's the top. Okay, I understand that, but I don't have that growing on mine. Mine is just literally a dead potato. So what's he doing now? Planting it. I'm trying to use my logic here. I'm trying to use every single bit of gardening knowledge I've acquired over 3 years to try and figure out which way to plant this bleeding rhubarb potato. It is a potato, isn't it? It's a potato. You know what? You know what? I didn't have rhubarb last year, so if it doesn't grow I won't have rhubarb this year, so I haven't lost anything, have I? So let's just whack it in the ground, get on with it. Right, I'm going to plant it in this bed here. The reason being, it needs full sun or partial shade. I've just cut that thing back there, haven't I? So I think all that light there, all the sun's going to come through in the springtime and hopefully light that section up there. And also I think it has to stay, doesn't it? Like, you can't move rhubarb about. Once rhubarb's in, rhubarb's there to stay. So we need to find a nice place where he can sort of live out the rest of his days. If he's got any days, we don't know. I don't know if you're going to have any days because I don't know which way to plant you. So if you could just help me out, that'd be really great. This bed has also got a load of manure dug into it already, so I know it's really, really rich soil in here. I dug in so much manure to this, so I just know it's going to be fine. Oh my gosh, there's a parsnip there. Oh, it's a parsnip, guys. It's a parsnip. I found a parsnip. Oh my god, there's a parsnip. I don't know if that's edible or not. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go home and eat it anyway. So the answer is yes, it's edible. Look at that. I love a good surprise harvest, I do. Right. What we'll do is, you know that bag it came in with all the soil? We'll put that in there. You know, like if you get a hamster and they say to put some of the bedding that it came in the cage with it, because then it feels at home. It's a bit like that, I think. He's got his home comforts in there with him now, and what we'll do is whack him in. Oh god, do not recommend doing this, but eeny meeny miny mo, which way does this blooming rhubarb potato go? That way. Right, I'm going that way, I think. It's in. He sort of left a bit at the top, didn't he? Like that. Right, I don't know if that's right at all whatsoever. That don't look like nothing I've ever done before, so bloody knows. I don't even know where it bleeding is. Oh, there it is. Right, I think I'm flooding it now. That'll do, I think. I don't know if that'll do. Nothing I'm saying means anything anymore because I just don't know. But it's what we've done. What I might do actually is, what we'll do is we'll put one of these over him. At least the frost will stay away. I'll put a rock on it so it don't fly away. I think rhubarb might be one of the most confusing things I've ever planted in my life, and that's saying something, because dahlias, they confuse the hell out of me too. They look like little octopus creatures that you whack in the ground. So some plants are just so strange, aren't they? But that was really confusing, so who knows if that will grow or not. The point is, it's in. We've done it, it's in. And Godspeed, little rhubarb potato, whatever the hell it is. Right, my broad beans are still alive, by the way, if you're wondering. They're doing absolutely fine. They've frozen over a little bit, but they're all alive and fine. So I'll do an update on them in a few weeks, I think, when they actually do something interesting, because they're being a bit boring at the moment, just sitting there. But so far, no slugs, no deaths among the group, so everyone's all right at the moment. Just excellent news. Oh, polytunnel, polytunnel, polytunnel is alive. We're going to whack in some radishes now. I'm going to do these ones, which are the bright lights. Very exciting. I'm going to do them in a polytunnel just to stop the frost getting to them. Also, I think they're quite a quick harvesty thing, aren't they? So February I should get a harvest by April, so they're quite quick, so they'll be in and out, really in and out and in my stomach. So we'll whack them in here. I think it's already all been mulched in here. Oh, there's leeks here. Oh, I keep forgetting what bloody plant. Why do my leeks always just look like grass? They never get any bigger than grass. They're just grass. It's so annoying. I just think if I just leave them alone this year, they might turn into leeks. And we'll do them here instead. Okay. So, didn't I plant garlic here somewhere though? Oh god, I'll just put a row in. They'll fight amongst themselves. Make my life a bit easier. We'll just do one row. So you just do a little drill like that. So easy. Honestly, it's so easy. Radish seeds are quite big, so they're not too scary. They're quite a good first time sort of thing to grow. You can actually see where they go, so it's always quite helpful. This is how quick it is just to sow. This is why I love doing things direct, because it's just so quick, so easy. Pat it down. That just means that the seed is going to get good contact with the soil. Seeds need to touch the soil to grow. So just give it a gentle pat and then just a little bit of water. Like that. And that's it. They'll get on with that now. They'll be alright. Just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Right, and we've come to that time in the morning when my toes are absolutely frozen. So I need to call it a day and go home before my feet freeze and I won't be able to walk. Look at this down here. It's like a sprout massacre. Sprout massacre has taken place. Right, I hope you enjoyed my little allotment vlog today. If you've got any questions for me or anything, leave them below. Anything you'd like me to answer in my next vlog, let me know in the comments below. And I'll be back on Wednesday for my next vlog. See you then. Happy gardening, everyone. Have a lovely week. Bye.